There are a ton of window brands out there. Which one is the best? Which one is right for you? We'll talk about it.
Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.
I need to preface this with saying that no matter what window manufacturer you go with, what's even more important is the company installing the windows and doors. Way more important than the brand itself. Did you know that there's about 2,000 window manufacturers across America? That's insane to think. But it's the case. One of the things you want to look into is how long has the manufacturer been in business? If they're giving you a lifetime warranty, but they've only been in business for a couple of years, kind of important to consider that, all right? So manufacturer longevity is a good one. Now, just because the manufacturer's been around for a lot of years doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. Smaller manufacturers get bought out by larger ones all the time, and they tend to take that name brand that's being built. They may find a lot of shortcuts for making the window cheaper and upping the quantities. And if you pick the right company, they should know the difference between those. So a little tip for that, call around to all the local companies and ask them what window manufacturers they use and why. Another way you'll be able to tell if it's a good manufacturer or bad manufacturer is by looking at the warranty. What does the warranty say? What are they gonna cover? What is the sales guy saying that they're gonna cover and versus what the warranty covers? Gotta compare those. Don't just assume that everything you hear, if you read the header that says limited lifetime warranty or lifetime warranty, don't assume that that means everything, because they might be speaking specifically about the lock. That's under a lifetime warranty. But the frame, yeah, you got a 10-year warranty on. That's not the case for Simonton, but I mean, it could be. You definitely have to look into those warranties. It is so boring to read a window warranty. I will be the first to admit that. But for a big purchase like this, I think it's very, very important to do. Here's another tip. If the company's been in business for a long time, they should know that they don't want to install inferior windows because they'll just be servicing it all day long. Desert King Windows, we've been in business for 25 years. We offer lifetime warranties with everything. And we have one service guy that upholds all of those warranties, all those lifetime warranties. That's because we install products that we know are gonna last in this harsh desert climate. We already know. Done over 30,000 installs. Other tips, you wanna make sure that you're considering the Energy Star rating. Check out the climate map. What climate are you in? Are you in the southern? Are you in the northern? Because that'll at least give you a nice broad kind of a general idea of what you're looking for in a window. It's a nice place to start. When you're selecting the company, look at reviews. And you can look in the reviews and see if the manufacturer is backing the warranty. You can kind of figure out if the company themselves are backing the warranty. Also, is that company, who's covering the labor? If the manufacturer is not covering the labor in their warranty, is the company you're doing business with, are they covering the labor? Or is the labor not covered at all? And so if something goes wrong, it's not your fault. Sometimes a stress crack can happen. Well, who's paying for the labor for him to come out and replace that? Sure, you get the glass for free, but who's covering the labor? With Desert King Windows, craftsmanship's covered. Everything's covered. We'll replace this. I can't say that about some other companies. You have to do that research. And it's actually quite easy to do, thanks to the wonderful world of the internet. Don't stop at just Google reviews. Check Yelp, check the BBB, check the Register of Contractors, okay? They don't have reviews, but you will be able to see if there have been some major issues with the company. You wanna check those kinds of track records as often as possible. And lastly, visit showrooms. You get to not only see the windows and how well they function and actually put your hands on them and all of that, but you get to kind of get a feel for the company that you're potentially doing work with. Does everybody seem to be enjoying themselves? Do they feel concerned about making a customer happy? Those are all really big things because, again, this is a big purchase. You have to be purchasing from the right company. I cannot stress it enough. The company is more important than anything else. Make sure it's the right one. Visit those showrooms. Do research on them, then worry about the brand of windows. Because if you chose the right company, they're gonna have the right brand for you. Choosing new windows can be overwhelming, but our free window buyer's guide makes it simple. No overcomplicated jargon, just facts to help you decide with confidence. And don't forget to get 3 bids. And if you're in one of our areas, make sure one of them's Desert King Windows. You'll be glad you did.
We use the best windows, 'cause nothing works better. Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.